Hello and good morning, Gary Champion, Psychic Medium. Starting to look like an old wino here. Remember a couple of days ago, I was in the middle of a video and I said Solsbury Hill. I don't know what that's about, but I heard it at the very end of the video. And I forgot about it, as usual. And I guess it's been 3 days or something. It came back to me again. I started saying Solsbury Hill. So I knew this was a message that I should listen to and maybe do a video on. This stuff happens to me all the time. I'm just sort of showing you what it is. And so I went to the internet and typed out, copied Peter Gabriel lyrics, Solsbury Hill. Turns out the song's about him leaving Genesis. But I found a little better meaning in it. So I'm going to kind of read this first part to you and then explain what it means to me and what it should mean to you. They didn't give it to me in the middle of a reading for no reason. It's rare that they do that. It has happened. In the middle of eating a meal, I can get some strange thing and have to get up and leave. And I'm doing things like this. I don't usually get that. Anyway, Peter Gabriel's lyrics to Solsbury Hill. Climbing up on Solsbury Hill, I could see the city light. Wind was blowing, time stood still. You know how you have that feeling where time's standing still. Eagle flew out of the night. He was something to observe. Came in close. I heard a voice. Standing, stretching every nerve, had to listen, had no choice. I did not believe the information, just had to trust imagination. My heart going boom, boom, boom. Sonny said, grab your things, I've come to take you home. Now, those are pretty fantastic lyrics. And I must admit, I've heard the song 1,000 times, never listened to the words. Well, it's pretty obvious. The eagle is playing the part of the spirit, telling him something, at least from my point of view. He's just sitting up on this hill. You can see the city light below, wind was blowing, time stood still. The eagle flew out of the night. An eagle's a big bird. If you've never seen one up close, they're huge. And you look at them. A hawk is a big bird, but an eagle's a much bigger bird. You see hawks around here all the time. I haven't seen an eagle around here. He was something to observe. Came in close. An eagle coming in close, I'd be a little afraid. I heard a voice, standing, stretching every nerve. Had to listen, had no choice. Now this is a medium. And I bet if you ask him, he'd say that he heard voices other times too. I didn't look that part up. Maybe he does. Standing, stretching every nerve. Had to listen, had no choice. That's a medium as well. It's not like I can shut these voices off. And the part at the end is a beginning medium. Probably a lot of you. I did not believe the information, just had to trust imagination. Well, this is all mediumship. We hear things that don't make any sense at all, like Solsbury Hill. Makes no sense. I'm not a fan of the song. I'm not a fan of Peter Gabriel. I knew the band after he left. I knew the drummer. Met him one day. We talked. We had a deli food. I was working on something for him. And he was a great guy. Anyway, you hear something and you tend to, your conscious person denies that you heard it or that you saw it or that you feel it because it's too weird. It's too, how could I have felt or heard that? But you always have to listen. You don't have any choice. And the voice comes in your head. You can't say go away. They don't go away. There's no off switch on that. If people who tell you they are, they're not mediums. I don't know what they are. Part-time mediums, garage mediums, maybe. Like that garage band hammering on that same number all day long until they get it right, and then they don't have any place to play. I hear a voice. I stop whatever I'm doing and I listen. And then I usually write it down or make a recording of it somewhere. I had to listen, had no choice. I didn't believe the information. Most people don't. You're getting gold. Someone's handing you a big chunk of bar of gold, and you're saying, "Now wait a minute, that doesn't look like gold. I don't think I want that gold." Real medium grabs a hold of that gold with both hands and finds out what it means, or tries to apply it somewhere in his life. Oh, okay. I don't know where this is headed. Okay. I had a prophetic dream last night, and I just got through telling it to my wife. So now I'm going to tell you. I'm going back to college, and apartments are really expensive, and I can't afford one. So I go in with this girl and this guy that want to rent an apartment. And it's not a long story. I won't bore you with a long story. There's a lot of details to it that I could say. I'm just going to leave out. And they began painting. And come on, you got to paint your part or third of the house. We're not painting it for you. If you want it painted, you have to paint yourself. The paint was pink. Someone had picked pink. I don't know why. And I sort of got red dressed for painting, had my painting shirt and painting shoes and everything on. And then I didn't paint. I just sat around doing something else. When they left, they were really angry. Okay, well, we're not painting that for you. They went out, stomped out the door, and they were driving a Jeep. They got in the Jeep and left. And I went, I can't do that. And two guys came in with ladders and painted it in about an hour and a half and left. It's a metaphor. When you get to a certain age, you don't paint walls. Get somebody else to do it for you. My wife says anybody over 50 should not be up on a ladder. I'm way over 50, and occasionally I'm up on a ladder around here. But it's good advice. So it's something about my life that I need to do in a different way. Whatever I'm doing, I'm going about it the hard way. You're just telling me real loudly, you're going about it the hard way. Stop doing that. Find an easier way to do it. So this morning, after I finish this video and put it up, first thing I'm going to do is evaluate all the things I'm doing. And I'm doing some old things that I haven't done for a while, and trying to evaluate what it is that I'm missing. Always listen to the little voice. Had to listen, had no choice. I did not believe the information, just had to trust imagination. My heart going boom, boom, boom. Sonny said, "Grab your things, I've come to take you home." And this song is actually about him leaving Genesis. Next verse is, "To keep in silence I resigned. My friends would think I was a nut. Turning water into wine, open doors would soon be shut." He sort of fears if he told his friends about the eagle speaking to him and telling him something, then they would think he was a nut. So my friends would think I was a nut. Though my life was in a rut till I thought of what I'd say, which connection should cut. And see, this eagle was telling him that he didn't belong in the band anymore. That's what he's saying. I was feeling part of the scenery. I walked right out of the machinery, which is a band. It's a big machine you're a part of. My heart going boom, boom, boom. Hey, he said, "Grab your things. I've come to take you home." It's time to get out. It's time to change. So I don't know if this actually happened to him. That's hugely metaphysical. Prophetic, mediumistic, and human. I heard the voice. I didn't believe what I heard. I had to trust my imagination. And he got out of the band, and he did. He was never quite as successful as he was before, but he probably was happier because he wasn't in the machinery. Well, I'm not in the machinery. I don't have any of that, but something in my life needs to change because I printed this out last night, and then I had this strange dream about painting a building, and I heard this voice saying, when you get to a certain age, you don't do things the way you used to. You find new ways to do the old things just as successfully. What would it have benefited me to stand on a ladder and paint a room when I could call someone and they could paint it? I could save my back and neck and whatever. Anyway, that's what the little video is about this morning. Always listen to the little voice. You will profit by doing so. Ignoring it usually means disaster. Always has for me. So I can keep doing whatever it is. I haven't discovered it yet. But I can continue doing what I'm doing the hard way, or I can do it the easy way. You can bet I'm looking for what that is this morning. Find out the easy way to do it, and go down that road. Life's full of little junctures, little crossroads, little turns and twists. And the person that keeps going down the road the same way all day long, every day, hasn't got a chance of, life is machinery. It's repetitive. It's grinding gears. Do you want to do that? Some people love that. Creative, imaginative, mediumistic people don't enjoy it. We don't know what to do with it. We're trying to escape it all the time. I don't like to make coffee twice the same way. Okay, I hope this video helps in some way. That's what they're designed to do. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.